Hello, welcome to Gen Z Finance. I'm an older Gen Z on the cusp of being a young millennial, documenting my financial journey here on YouTube and over on my Instagram at Zennial Finance. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and go follow me over there for more content about my financial and personal life. So I wanted to do a mid-month check-in for May of 2021. And this video is going to be a couple things. You're going to see me make updates to my budget and input transactions kind of from the first 2 weeks of May. And then we're going to review my spending so far because there's just been a lot happening. So you'll probably see some stitched pieces of all my footage over these first 2 weeks in this video. Okay, so for the first part of this budget, I'm just going to kind of go through some of my accounts and reconcile and add in some transactions. I like to do some of this in my budget with me, just kind of give some people who aren't using YNAB or who are just started and they're still kind of confused and getting used to the system, some examples of how you can enter in transactions really quickly and easily. Let's go to this Freedom Unlimited Chase card that I have. I do have one new transaction on the 6th actually. The payee is going to be MeUndies. Shout out to, I think, Budgets with Grace. I know that she gets things from MeUndies a lot too. And the category is going to be clothing. And the memo here, I'm going to put my birthday, just so I'm aware that the spending is related to my birthday. I got joggers and that cost $64, so I'm going to save that. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to utilize one of my favorite YNAB tricks and set a reminder for myself in my budget for when this subscription/membership that I signed up for MeUndies comes due, so that I can decide at that time if I want to go through with it for the month or if I want to skip it this month. The payee is going to be at me next time, and it can just be under inflow. And the memo is going to be cancel MeUndies membership. And I'm just going to set that at a $0 inflow, or you could set it as a $0 outflow. All this does is it's going to pop up on my budget on May 25th and act as a little reminder for me. But I just need to decide if I want to cancel this for next month. Okay, so $8.94 cleared, $64 cleared. That is my account balance. Perfect. Now I'm going to spend a little bit of time updating and reconciling my other accounts, but I'm just going to skip that on camera to save some time. But I do have some money to input in my cash. I got $126 for my birthday. It's going to be from family. This is going to be for my bday, and I got $126 from them. And then in my checking account, I also got from my mom. I also got $250 from her, so I am rolling in the money. That has cleared my checking account, so that's my balance. So that means I have $376 to budget for. But before we do that, I did want to thank everyone who watched my last budget with me video and who commented and gave their insights onto my dilemma where I didn't know if I wanted to change my budget around and rearrange categories. It seemed like it was like 60-40, 60% of people said they liked Sandbox 1, which was keeping my structure as is, but just creating a new fun money category. And then about 40% of the people like the simplicity of just the needs, wants, and investing. I too like the simplicity of that needs, wants, investing, and maybe one day I will find a way to bring that much simplicity into my budget. But for now, that is not the case. And so I am going to go ahead and create a new fun money group, and I'll just set that up with y'all here. So we're going to go to create category group. And I'm going to title this Me, Myself, and I, because this is all spending that has to do with spending money on me, for me, things like that. So that's going to be food and drink, we will drag that up. Entertainment, we will drag that up. Splurges, we will drag that up. And then let's actually drag this below monthly varied living. We will put clothing under here. And then personal care and beauty will go under here as well. And I think for now, that's everything that's going to go under there. I could move my birthday up. This is like my little pot of money that I've set aside for my birthday. So we'll do that. So that's good. So now we can go ahead and budget this $376. Let's go ahead and pop another $5 into random acts of kindness. I think what I'm gonna do, oh gosh, guys, I hate this for me. I really do. I haven't talked a lot about crypto on my channel, or even on my Instagram really. What I am going to do is I did create this crypto hype category, and since this is birthday money and I don't really have anything else to do with it, I'm going to put $300 into there, $300 in birthday money. If I lose it, I lose it, and I honestly feel like that's fine. And for anyone who wants to know more about crypto, I'm definitely not the person to ask. Okay, so I have $71 left. What I do want to do is move 64 of this 150 to clothing to cover that MeUndies purchase, because it's really for my birthday. And then let's put another $50 into my birthday, so I still have $136. And then with this $21 left, we can just put that into holding. So this birthday line item is, you can see I have like a little bucket emoji at the end of it. That's where I budget for money and put money in, but I will spend the money from, the specific category that I'm actually making the purchase in. So I am back a little bit later in the week. I have more transactions to enter or things to fix in my budget, so we're gonna do that really quickly. Today the market was a little down. I decided to throw $200 into my Roth IRA, so we're going to enter a transaction, and this is going to come from my Roth IRA account. And I need to go in here because there's a lot in my budget that is wrong right now. You can see up here that we have some red in the future, and that's because that's all due to my investing section. Long-time viewers know, everyone will know that I have monthly automatic contributions set up for my IRA of $500 on the first of every single month. And for the past couple of weeks, I have been contemplating, I don't think I've said it on my channel, but I have been contemplating trying to put a little bit more into my Roth IRA earlier instead of just spreading it out over the course of the entire year, so just trying to front load it more. And I guess I just decided to try it out and test this theory out this month, because I made the conscious effort to go to my Roth IRA and set up my brokerage, which I very easily could have done. We're going to go ahead and cover this with, we're going to use this brokerage money. YNAB is telling me that, hey, you still have some scheduled automatic transactions set up. We're just going to skip those transactions for May, and I will go ahead and update that and change that in my brokerage account. And then you remember we just set up this line item. I did change the name to I Hate Elon Crypto Bubble, just because I think that is kind of funny, and that's kind of how I think about crypto. So, and as you can see, we did budget that $300 from my birthday money, but then I actually sent over $350, and that's on me. I sent over the $300 and then I went to make a trade, and I guess I accidentally asked for them to take that money from my checking account instead of the $300 that I had already deposited into the account. So I do need to cover this overspending. And I'm just going to use the money that I've set aside in this category where I save 15% of my total spending for the month to send to my investments. So this month, some of that 15% will now be going to crypto. Move 50 to I Hate Elon.
Because I do, right? This is a side note. This is a side note. This is not a real comment on his business or anything, but I truly do think that Elon Musk is in like phase one of being.
And I just went into my bank account to reconcile, and my paycheck from my part-time job is pending. So we're gonna go ahead and budget that, and this is going to be info to be budgeted. Okay, so $114.38. We, as always, need to put 8% into taxes, so there's that. That leaves us with $105. We're gonna put $100 to family giving. I would like to maybe use this money soon to do something nice for my dad, and then this $526 can go to holding. Okay, that should be it for this update. Okay, so today's May 16th, and we are going to review my spending for the entire month. The $400 for my bills, that came out on the 1st, as always, that's normal. So I had to spend quite a bit on health and wellness so far this month, but I still have $15 left, and that should be enough for the rest of the month, so I shouldn't be spending too much more in this monthly varied living. Okay, so I think I might have already talked about some of this, but this is my new me, myself, and I category, or like my fun money or treat myself money. And I spent $250 in this category, and a lot of that was clothing and shopping, just related to my birthday. I used my birthday cash to kind of cover all of these transactions. In giving, I actually have purchased $165 for gifts this month for a couple things. So some of that was related to Mother's Day, and then I got my sister a birthday present, but her birthday isn't until December, but I saw something available this month and I knew if I waited it would be sold out, so I got her some Baby Yoda jogger pants. If I can, I will insert a picture, and they're super cute, and she loves Star Wars and like being warm and staying comfy, so she'll have to wait like 6 months to see those, but I think she'll like it. Mother's Day again, and then my friend's 23rd birthday was this month, which we will talk about more in just a second, and I Venmoed her $15 to celebrate. And then we have already talked about all of my spending and my investments so far. So far in my sinking funds, I've just spent the $42.95 to get a new screen protector for my phone. I took it to Apple for them to repair my display, and they did repair that, but I needed to purchase a new screen protector. So that was $42.95, and then $10 for a copay at my optometrist, my eye doctor. Okay, this is where we get into the fun stuff. So hold on one second. Let me drag this travel and trips general group down to this travel and trips master group category. And as I mentioned, it was one of my friend's birthdays this past week. And so to celebrate, we went to West Palm Beach. This is the first implementation of my new travel and trips master group category. So I have line items for everything to do with transportation, lodging, dining out, and then entertainment, activities, miscellaneous costs. So you can see I spent $86.50 on transportation, and that was $10 in gas, and I paid $31 to valet and then a $5 tip. I spent $7 on an Uber back to the hotel. I paid $5 to park my car for a couple of hours, and then almost $30 in gas for the way home. And that was to fill up half of a tank. So we're going to cover this overspending with travel and trips. You can see it took money from this travel and trips group and put that $86.50 into my transportation costs. Then we have $66.66 in dining out costs, and this was just for 2 days, which is kind of embarrassing. We will cover this again with travel and trips. And then finally, my friend wanted us to all wear like fun t-shirts, where her t-shirt would say this birthday party was brought to you by blank, and then all of our shirts would say like something to do with us. So I think you guys will like this. My shirt said my credit card points, so it was like this birthday was brought to you by my credit card points, which I very much feel like is on brand for me. And that shirt cost $20, which I didn't love, but you know what? It was her birthday and that's what she wanted us to wear, so $20. So in total, I spent $173.16 on this trip. And actually, if I pull up my more specific travel budget, so I call it F-COVID, but I kind of did a rough budget of how much I wanted to spend. And if we select all of this, I did give myself a budget of $200, and I came just under that. So it was kind of expensive, but I came under my general idea of what I wanted the entire weekend to cost, and I'm really happy with that. To make myself feel better, I would love to know in the comments down below, what is the most you've ever spent on a birthday weekend trip for maybe either you or for a friend? I'd love to hear some numbers or some ballparks in the comments down below, because I definitely feel like I could have spent more for this, and $173 is not that bad. Also, I wanted to say, in case anyone is concerned, everyone who attended her little weekend getaway was vaccinated. So according to CDC, we are totally okay to hang out together inside and outdoors without masks and all of that. We were all safe and within CDC guidelines. So far, excluding my investments, I spent $1,142 in only the first 16 days. And if you've seen my channel before, you know that I want to spend $15,000 or less for the entire year, which means if I were to take that $15,000 divided by 12, that gives me about $1,250 a month to spend. I am about $110 away from that limit, and like I said, we still do have the later half of May, but I think that $100 should be enough to get me through the rest of May. Obviously, I need to rein in the spending a little bit but I don't think I have any big plans or trips coming up. So hopefully I can do it, and you will see when we do the May budget review and recap and look at the entire month, you'll see if I was able to stick to this. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Coming out later this week is going to be my budget with me for paycheck number 2 of May. So again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video. As always, I hope y'all are staying safe and healthy and that you have a good day.